everyone, I'm Martin and welcome to another great edition for Astronomy for Beginners. And today we're going to do a product review on the latest product from Rother Valley Optics, and this is the Scope Coat. Now the Scope Coat is a brand new premium all-weather telescope cover. Now for many years I've been using a lot of polythene bags, you name it, shopping bags, anything to protect my telescope. Now the biggest problem we have, astronomers, is when we set up our telescope. It's particular if you have an imaging setup like this 8-inch Quattro. You spend a long time setting it up during the day, so it's making it easier. So you've got all your cameras set up, your mount set up, everything, and you're just going to wait till dark. However, in my location, because I live up north in Scotland, the biggest problem I face is the interchanging weather. And you name it, sometimes it's clear and sometimes during the day it will snow, rain, wind, you name it. I have all the weather patterns sometimes in one day. It can be quite irritating. So I have to buy one of these scope coats because once I set up, I want a temporary sort of protection to protect against the elements, so that when it does become clear at night, I can then uncover the telescope cover, alright, without any hassle. The other problem I have is I have a lot of problem with birds. Yeah, my wife puts out a lot of bird food out to feed the birds, alright, particularly in winter, alright, where it's pretty bad for the birds. I appreciate with the wild birds, but sometimes the birds do have a habit of pooing everywhere. And believe me, it has happened, and I managed to get some bird poo on one of my telescopes, and believe me, it's not good when you have bird poo that fall into an objective lens. So this is where this comes into play. Bear with me, it is a bit tatty, but I've had this for about a good year or so now. I want to test this product out for myself to see if it's good enough so that I can give out a good honest review. This is particularly ideal for if you're going to remote locations, alright, and you want to protect the telescope. So when you set up, sometimes you don't want to be stripping down parts of the mount or your setup, because sometimes it takes hours to set up, sometimes it takes a few minutes. This Scope Coat will save you a lot of time and a lot of hassle, and believe me, it is worth £32.99. That's how much it costs. Now the Scope Coat itself will protect not only from the outdoor elements of the rain, the snow and all that, it's also got a UV protection against strong sunlight. It's quite a lightweight package. Alright, this weighs around about 1.1 kilograms, and that's including the bag. Now the dimensions of the actual scope coat is the actual length is 120 centimeters, the width is 64 centimeters, and the depth is 64 centimeters of the scope coat. Now the scope coat can actually give out protection up to 12-inch Schmidt Cassegrains or big reflectors on an EQ mount. It can protect a wide range of telescopes, okay, different sizes, but usually maximum of a 12-inch Schmidt Cassegrain is probably your limit on this scope coat. This scope coat is actually made out of a polyester, a woven polyester material, alright, and it's quite lightweight as well, this material as well. We take it out of its bag, okay. I do like this little bag. Unfortunately, I would like to have seen a double zipped bag, okay, so that could be one improvement for the scope coat. But it's actually adequate. I've had it for quite a few months now, and the bag serves its purpose. I do like how there is an instruction manual inside. Now again, we take it out Alright, that's the bag. There's not much to it. Now the scope usually packed a lot better than this when you first get yours, but usually when I first got it, it was nicely packed, not a drama. As we unfold it, okay, that's what it looks like. It's actually got like a double stitch fabric, which is very strong, and that's what you need, particularly for the wind. Alright, if you've got strong winds, you don't want this to rip. So it's very durable. It's like a box section. Okay, as you see there, nice little box section. At the bottom, there is Velcro straps. There's like, seems to be 4 Velcro straps at either side. And at the bottom there's a drawstring, a nylon drawstring with brass eyelets. So you can actually tie this down at the bottom. And it's quite simple. As you can see here, we've got my 8-inch Quattro with my guide scope. You can have everything all set up, right? I mean, this is quite a large setup, right? You could have probably fit maybe 10, maybe 12 inches of scope. This is on the EQ6 mount, and it's quite a big setup. Don't forget, I have a pier at the bottom. So all it is you slacken the drawstring, okay, and you extend it out, okay, extend it out like so. You then just simply drape it over. One thing I do need to highlight is actually on the scope coat it has ventilation parts here. So in other words, if the scope gets hot and all that, or something is heating inside, there's ventilation pockets at either side. Alright, so I do like that. So there are some nice touches. So what we're going to do is we're going to drape this scope coat over. Now the easiest way to do this is to, if you're tall enough, if you're not, get someone to give you a hand. But it's quite simple. What I found is to push it up in a bowl like so. So you just push it in a bowl and drape it down. Like so. Now you may wish to remove any counterweights or any attachments that stick it out, but personally you don't really need to. It's quite a big coat, as you can see here, and it covers the entire setup. So at the bottom, as you can see, it covers, even with the extension pier in the way, it does actually cover quite a bit, right up to the accessory tray. Now if you didn't have the extension, it'll probably go all the way down even further. But however, what we're going to do is show you to strap it down. So you use these Velcro straps, and it doesn't matter either way how you put it, you could just Velcro them in. Now this Velcro straps will secure onto every tripod leg. Okay, you get 4 of these. Now the Velcro is okay, it's not particularly brilliant. I would like to see that the Velcro would be a bit more durable, but it's adequate and it does do the job quite well. So it secures at the bottom, so all you do is secure the Velcro straps at each end. Same on this side. As long as you've got these Velcro straps, got the coat well secured. Okay, once you've got each end secured like that, that's going nowhere. No wind and all that's going to blow against there and lift the scope up. As you can see at a different angle, we have got the drawstring, and again you can just tighten up the scope coat even more. Okay, pull the toggle up and then that is secure. You can tuck that in either way you want, but again, as you can see, all that does, it keeps the scope coat well secured in place. So now come to this part. Now the scope bag is adequate for the job. However, you need to put this scope coat in a way so that you can get this onto the bag. Now, as you can see, to fold it properly, I found it's easier. See on the top section you've got here, the box section. Alright, I found out that it's easier to locate the top section like so. So you have, so you've got 4 sections, right? See the corner bits? So you've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. So there's the 4 sections. What I found out is to grab one side, and on one side here you got is to fold this part in. So you fold it in like so. Then you have this part here. Then you start on one side. Once that's folded in itself, you grab the other side, again, same detail, fold it in like so, so it's joined to seams. As you can see there, we have now got a rectangle. And then what you do is you can either fold it in that way, or you can fold it this way. So you fold it like so, and there you go. You notice that all the straps are all on one side. Now what I find that easier is to fold this part with the straps, so they're not going to get tangled up. So you tuck these in, and then what you do is you can either fold it, so we'll fold it in, and you can either fold it in like that, and then flip it over, and then just compress it. Okay, so you compress it. That is compressed. You then grab your back, and as you can see, even though it's compact, it still sticks out. So what you do is then, you can do 2 ways. You can fold it in again, like so, and then once it's in, compress it, and there you go. That is now the scope bag in place. So imagine now it's starting to rain. We get the scope coat out, grab the toggles at the bottom like so, and then quickly drape it over. Like so. And as you can see, the scope coat is quite big, so you're not going to get a perfect shape, but as you can see there, it totally drapes at the bottom. Now a portable setup like this, you can tape all the stuff if you wish, the velcro straps at the bottom, but this is adequate, and as you can see, it totally protects this scope, and that was like less than a minute. Alright, so it just shows you how quickly you can set it up. So as you can see there, your telescope is now protected against the elements. However, like always, I like to test the products, show you how good this product is. I'm not confident that it's going to protect it, so this is what I'm going to do to prove that this scope coat works, is do this. And as you can see, even with that amount of water that splashes on there, it's protected the scope. So as you can see, that's the reason why we do these product reviews, so that you get to see how this product performs. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a closer look on the telescope and see if this scope coat has done the job. So we're having a look around. and as you can see, quite a lot of water has been there. I've just poured literally about a good 8, maybe 10 litres of water. Alright, and as you can see, the absolute coat is soaking through. But what we are interested is, if we take a closer look, the material itself underneath, and as you can see, perfectly bone dry all the way through. So yeah, not even on the tripod tray. Alright, so it's actually protecting my scope. So it just shows you that this product does work as it says it is. So I'm happy with the results for that. So now we just thrown that bucket of water over that scope coat. We're going to time how quick it is to dry out. So as you can see, we're going to begin the timing as now. Now as you can see, after 20 minutes, I'm going to check our way around, and we are absolutely, completely, yeah, we are. It's a bit wet here. That's 90% dry. So it's just the bottom where it's a bit wet, but just, that's pretty good going. That drying time is really impressive, and the whole cover is just dried up. Not bad. 20 minutes drying time. So there you have it. Good product from Rother Valley Optics, and I definitely recommend this without a doubt. Particularly if you live in an area where you're going to have interchanging weather, load of wildlife knocking about. Okay, you want to protect your expensive investment, and believe me, if you fork out a lot of money, you don't want to damage any of the equipment you own. Alright, and it is worth that £32.99p, right? It is a temporary measure, and it's really well suited for if you're taking your telescope in remote sites. Now, I do wish they want to improve on the product just a little bit better. I do want to see that the Velcro straps at the bottom to be a bit more robust, okay? They are starting to fraying a bit, because I've had this for about a good year and I got a good year's use out of it. But ideally I want the Velcro straps just a tad better, and the biggest one is the bag is good. Alright, I wish it could be just a tad bigger, so that when you fold the scope, particularly when it's wet or something like that, make this bag just a tad bigger, and to have a double zipped, because they're not a double zipped bag. Now as you can see, the zip itself is really good, but what happens if it jams or it's broken? You haven't got a secondary zip so that you can secure it that way. So improvements on the bag and improvements on the Velcro straps. However, having said this, the actual cover itself is, the material they used is pretty good. It's very robust, and that's what you want. You want really good protection against the wind, the rain, the snow, you name it. Alright, and I've had it a good year, and I've put it to good use. So would I recommend this product? Yes, I would. And particularly when Christmas is coming up, this would be a perfect present to anyone who wishes to purchase this for anyone who's into astronomy. And particularly when telescopes and equipment is very expensive, this is a fantastic stocking filler, alright, for anyone, alright. And now believe me, you do pay a lot of money for other type of scope coats as well, alright. They're all out there. However, you are going to pay a premium price for those, alright. I've seen scope coats at quite an expensive, probably about £100. You know, it's more expensive as that. But again, reason why I recommend this product is that this particular size suits a lot of equipment within this price range. Alright, £32, it fits a variety of telescopes. Now, I would suggest that this would probably take a 10-inch Quattro, for example, on an EQ mount. However, ideally, I would suggest that around about 8-inch or or below that with an EQ mount is more than ample. Now if you've got a Dobsonian reflector, again this will cover 12-inch full, not a problem, okay? As long as you keep the tube vertically up, you can cover the entire setup on a Dobsonian. Don't let this put you off that the tripod legs are exposed. Believe it or not, your tripod legs are stainless steel, which means they ain't going to rust. And personally, the tripod legs are designed to expose against the elements, so do not worry if this scope coat does not fit on your setup. The main thing you'll need to consider is, as long as it protects the cameras and the telescope and the mount itself, then you're not going to get any dramas with the elements of the rain and so forth. So don't let this put you off if it doesn't cover half of the telescope. Alright, the tripod legs are designed in a certain way. They are designed to withstand against the elements. As I mentioned before, it is a temporary measure, so it is going to give you some protection, but not for permanent setups. So again, please hit the like button. I spend a lot of hard time at this, making these videos, but again, please subscribe onto my channel. Please hit the notifications. All that's going to do is once you hit the bell, that's going to push out the videos, so any new videos that's going to come out, you get notified when the next one is out, so you don't miss out. Please join the Astronomy for Beginners Facebook group. There's a lot of advice there from beginners and experienced astronomers. Please join that group because it'll give you a good start into astronomy. And again, thanks for watching, and I wish you all clear skies.